Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd. And I'm Todd. Child in Time. Great song. The first time I heard that song was I was recording FM radio in the evening from my little FM portable radio onto my 5-inch reel-to-reel tape deck. So I would do that because in the evening they were playing album rock, while during the day they were playing a lot of like top 40 songs. So the next day when I got up in the morning, I rewound the tape and I started listening to it, and then there was this song that came on, and it went do 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 do, and the keyboard intro to this song was dynamite. And I'm going, wow, that's really good. The song was almost a progressive song because they kept on adding instruments, and then the lead vocalist came in and sang, and there's a wild guitar solo, and then the lead vocalist was kind of like harmonizing along with the keyboard, but at a very high range. And I just loved the song. I played it over and over. And I didn't know who did the song because they didn't always say, here's Deep Purple doing Child in Time. They would just play Child in Time. They played another track, and then a commercial come on, and then they do another set without saying who the groups and what the songs were. Well, I kind of figured out that the song was called Child in Time, so I thought the next thing I have to do is kind of look for an album that has that track on there. So I went to the record store, and I was looking through albums, and finally I mentioned to somebody, I'm looking for this song, and I think it's called Child in Time. And they said, oh, yeah, that's on the new Deep Purple album called In Rock. It's like, wow. So I searched and found the album, which I had seen already. I had seen this in the record store, but I only had so much money to spend on records. So I had a paper route. I was delivering papers. I had about 96 papers that I delivered. And I would make probably about $10 a week on the paper route. So now I had funds to buy records, but my parents made me save half of what I made on my paper route. So I'd have to take at least $5 a week and put in my savings account, leaving me with $5 or $6 to spend frivolously. So with $5 or $6 in 1970, I could probably buy an album and a half, about that, maybe two albums, depending. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to buy In Rock. I love that song. I want to buy that album. Bought it, took it home, put it on, and I'll tell you, it was great. I mean, I just loved every song on this album. I mean, Speed King is just a dynamite track, and you've got Flight of the Rat, Into the Fire. Into the Fire is just a great song. I just love that song. Living Wreck, Hard Loving Man, and of course Child in Time. And I thought this is just a great album. But my favorite track on it still was Child in Time, and I would put that album on and kind of just play Child in Time over and over. Even though it's 10 minutes long, I would play that over and over. It's just a dynamite song. To this day, I still think it's one of my favorite Deep Purple songs. I just love the song. Now, the song isn't kind of a song about the Cold War. Looking at Wikipedia, they said that Deep Purple's Ian Gillan has said that Child in Time is based on It's a Beautiful Day, that's another group, psychedelic song Bombay Calling. Now, I have that album by It's a Beautiful Day. Haven't listened to it in a long time. So I got to pull out that album and listen to Bombay Calling just to see what it's about, because they say Child in Time is based on that song. It says, It's a Beautiful Day in return borrowed Purple's Ring the Neck and turned it into Don and Dewey on their second album, Marrying Maiden. The song started with organist John Lord playing Bombay Calling, which the band then rearranged and changed the structure. Gillan had never heard the original song and created lyrics about the Cold War to fit the music, later saying it reflected the mood of the moment. The band then worked out instrumental lines to accompany this. So in my mind, it's an anti-war song. I mean, and that's what I always thought it was. The first time I heard it and listening to the lyrics, I'm thinking, okay, Vietnam War is going on, and this is an anti-war song about Vietnam. And that the conclusion from Wikipedia and what Ian Gillan had said sort of fits into that. It's about the Cold War and the Soviet Union and communism. So with that, I thought, let's do Child in Time. I've been wanting to do this one for a long time, but because it's a long song and I talk a lot, this is going to be a long video. So I today's the day we're going to do it. We're going to do Child in Time by Deep Purple. So get ready, sit back, and listen to a great song.
Sweet child in time, you'll see the line that's drawn between good and bad. See the blind man shooting at the world, bullets flying, taking toll. If you've been bad, oh Lord, I bet you have, and you've not been hit by a flying lead. You'd better close your eyes. Oh, bow your head. Wait for the ricochet.
Okay, stop it right there for a minute. I just think this song is probably Ian Gillan's best vocals. Now, people probably argue with me on this, but I just think he does his best vocals on this song. I mean, he starts out singing the song, and then when he gets in this part where he's kind of, going along, he's kind of, I don't know how to say it. It's, that where he's kind of like not screaming, but he's kind of vocalizing. I'll just say vocalizing along with the keyboards. I mean, that part is so powerful, and he starts out kind of low, and then he brings it up an octave, and then he brings it up another octave. Just great vocal control on this song. I just think it's excellent. And you got the keyboards coming in, and got the cymbal right away off on the drums, and then the keyboard kind of dominates this whole song, which I think is great. I think that's what makes this song so powerful is the keyboard. But really the bass and the drums are all that's here. You got the organ, bass, and drums, and Ian Gillan's voice. And now we're going to go into I think this is where we go into the guitar solo. I'm not sure. I haven't watched this video yet, and I don't remember the song. I haven't listened to the song in quite a while, but I think this is where you go into the guitar solo. So we're actually bringing the guitar in. So we're gonna listen to this. I'm gonna take it back just a little bit and catch a little bit of Ian Gillan's vocals, and then see where we go from there. Here we go. Oh, oh, gotta stop it there. I can't take it. My heart's just beating a million miles an hour here. That guitar solo is wild. And as I said with Ian Gillan's vocals being probably his best vocals, that was one of Ritchie Blackmore's best guitar solos. Just love that guitar solo. He starts out kind of slow, you know, he gets everybody prepared, and then he takes off like a rocket. I mean, he's burning up that fretboard, and he's just moving. Sounds so great. What I don't understand when you're watching this video, I have not seen this video before, some of the people in the audience are just kind of like sitting back and just kind of looking around. It's like, how can you be doing that? This group is just jamming their heart out here. You should be like, yeah, keep on going, play harder, play harder. But they're just kind of sitting around, so I'm not sure what that was about. But love that guitar solo. This whole song is just precious. It's just a great song. So take it back just a little bit, and then we'll start her up and finish off the song. This is just such a great song.
not been here by flying lead. You'd better close your eyes. Ah, bow your head. Wait for the I gotta hear you sing.
Okay. Wow. That song is just so powerful. I just think that's such a powerful song. And I mean, the lyrics are great. The instrumentation is great. The progression of the instruments are great. There's like nothing wrong. This is not a flawed song. This is just a dynamite song. Like I said, the first time I heard it was when I recorded off of FM, and it's like, wow. And I was playing that tape. I'd play it, rewind it, play it again. It was just so good. And today, this is the first time I've listened to it in a while, and it's as powerful today as it was when I heard it in 1970. It's just, I think, one of Deep Purple's greatest songs, and their performance is one of their best. So I love Deep Purple, Child in Time. The other thing too is I like the way, after the guitar solo they come in again with just the keyboard and the cymbals, and then they go kind of into the song again. It's like starting the song over, and that it's just great how they laid this thing out. It's just a great song. So if you like Deep Purple, you like Child in Time, hit that like button. Just hit it really hard. And if you've got any comments about Deep Purple, Child in Time, the In Rock album, put it in the comments below. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. Just do it right now, subscribe. And if you hit the bell, you'll get updates to my latest video. And I just want to say one thing. I don't normally get political or anything, but there's a lot of trouble going on in the Ukraine right now. The Russians are attacking, and that's why I thought of this song as well, just to play a song for the Ukrainians about the horrors of war and the Cold War. And so I hope that you can take the time and say a prayer for the Ukrainians. They need every chance they can to overcome the oppression that's coming down on them. So with that, I'm hoping I didn't bum you out right now, and you can still keep a smile on your face. And I want to say, peace, baby, peace out, and we need more peace. Thank you.